We may all have done something in the past that we are not too proud of. But how can we use that experience wisely and turn it into our strength? Today I'm going to talk with Ahmed Ali and share with you his story about how he used his experiences to help young people with difficulties right here from Sweden. So let's talk about social coaching. Hi, I'm Julie Tran and you are watching Make Change TV. Welcome. So now I'm sitting here with Ahmed Ali, who is one of the founders from Social Coaching. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's start with the basic. What is social coaching?
Social coaching is a social enterprise. I have to take you back a little bit so you can understand how we came to the point of social coaching. First of all, my name is Ahmed Ali and I'm 25 years old today. We moved from Somalia when I was 6 years old. Moved to Sweden with my family and total of 6 brothers. We grew up in this suburb called Bergsjön, and that's where I went to school and grew up basically. These suburbs are kind of special environments compared to the many different places. I haven't been to all of Sweden, but I can only speak to where I grew up. Growing up wasn't hard. It wasn't easy. It was just growing up, and the only thing that we knew was the things that we saw. And most of the things that we saw, the people that we looked up to at that time, sadly, were all the youths that were doing bad things. They were into crime, selling drugs, quick money. I couldn't relate to no one really. I didn't have these positive role models which is needed for a good upbringing to get this future faith and to believe in yourself. I came on the wrong tracks. We started hanging out with my friends that I grew up with, and things that were bad became normal for us. It was everyday thing, waking up, meeting each other, and hooking up, and just surviving for the day. School wasn't prioritized. It wasn't in the first hand. No adults around. Still, they very few people that I could say that was my role model. So I had to stick with that. Was positive. So I had to stick with this. That everyone was thinking. I wanted to become one of these guys. But it didn't. We did some crimes. Did some time, a little bit. Until I was 20, 5 years ago. And then this project came to the suburbs called Lunagatan. They were recruiting for. They wanted to recruit young leaders from these suburbs that could make an impact. And even though I was doing a lot of negative stuff, a lot of kids saw up to us. So we were. It's the same negative spiral. So we were there now. We were a bit older, and the younger kids wanted to be like us. So. Somehow I got in contact with them, and the people. I mean, I'm gonna tell you about this Lunagatan. It comes from an organization who's called Fryshuset in Stockholm, and they do a lot of social work. They do a lot of do a lot of projects with social things, and they have a history of it in Stockholm, so they knew the social codes needed to approach me. And they have the staff they had a different understanding, and somehow I could relate to them. Somehow they understood me, and it was mutual. And that's the first time I met some role models, and one of them was Swedish. So that's what happened. So I'm sitting next to this Swedish guy, and he's talking to me, and I'm thinking like, wow, do this kind of people exist? and you know, he somehow understood me, you know, and that's how I came involved in this social enterprise, not in the enterprise, but social work. Yeah. So I started to go some courses in aggression, different courses to learn conflict hantering. I don't know, conflict management or conflict, ABC, how a lot of things, you know. For a year or so on, and I enjoyed it, you know, and then at the same time when I was done, I got something called a job. I was gonna get paid.
That was new, huh?
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm gonna work now, you know, and we had our targets were kids in our age who are gonna start the same journey I did. First of all is to make contact with them and talk to them about positive things and show them that there is a way, there's options, there are different options to compared to what they're doing right now, and we could easily get a relation with these kids, you know, and they can't say you don't know how it feels, you haven't been there yourself. Sometimes they wanted to hide from us, you know, and they went hiding on places that we made up, you know. We made that place up. So that's how I got into the social working bit, and I got a job. I met fantastic people on the road, people that are positive, people that have faith in people, people that do good stuff, not that don't expect anything back. When I was growing up, if anyone did anything good to you, you'll watch out for that guy, because you'll be like, what does he want?
Have other intention than, you know. Maybe
So then I met one of my good friends who's the co-founder of social coaching as well. And we worked with that project until it was over, and we knew that we were still needed outside. So just because that this project was down doesn't mean that we are out and we are not needed, because we could see how the feedback we were getting, both from the kids and the whole neighborhood, you know. You can feel the positive vibes. So we sat down, we looked at all the positive things with this project, and what could we improve, and what do we improve. While working in this project, we always had groups of kids that we took and mentored for a short while, and then a new group came. So that means we could nearly never follow up. It was short time. So we sat down and we came up with this idea, social coaching. And social coaching means that it goes to the individual. You spend a certain hour of time with the youth, and they do already have this kind of concept in the social work, but the difference is we have a different way in. So if we compare with the social workers, and that's why we could, don't get me wrong, they do a great job as well, the social workers, but they even call us sometimes today when they don't have when they can't manage the kids. So that's how we came up with the social coaching.
But that's also because of your own experience, right? Because you have been there. So when you reach out to those kids, they cannot tell you like you don't know what you're talking about, what I'm feeling, because you know, like I have been there. I know exactly what you're going through. And that's how you use your past experiences to make it the strength. And reach out to the
which
kids.
I never thought was possible. There was times when I was ashamed of my past. But today my past is my strength. Weirdly. yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So how many young people are you coaching right now?
Right now we have a lot of kids that we work with in our own time. So yeah. So we have right now around 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20.
15
maybe.
young people.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many coaches are there? You have like.
We have 8 at the
8.
moment.
Okay.
3 girls and 5 boys.
So how often do they meet? Is it something you determine, you know?
It's individually.
Individually.
But everyone has some certain time to cover, and how you spend that is freely up to the mentor and the young kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but the important thing is that they spend quality time, both that surrounds school. Because today we found out how important school is. Actually, one thing now that I'm a bit older and I've had the opportunity to see more of Sweden. One thing that we lack here, which is vital, is future faith. A lot of the kids, and future faith is I think one of the most important thing in life. To know that you're gonna wake up tomorrow
and there's something else that's better.
Yes.
And you have something to
and there's
dream
something
about
waiting
and
for you. Something positive. It's vital.
So now you have been working with this concept for a couple of years now. What would you say is the most challenging?
The most challenging.
Moment or most challenge, you know.
I think
biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge is people that are making
decisions.
Make them understand the problem of these suburbs. They know there is a problem, but sometimes it feels like that they don't use the right people to do the right job. I hope it doesn't affect, you know, genuine organizations that are trying to make a difference. Yeah.
So what is your ambition? How big do you want to grow now? I mean, are you expanding your view and, you know, try to go out throughout Sweden and then maybe on later also apply that concept to other countries? Denmark, for example. I welcome you.
I have to tell this story so you can understand. And there was this seminar one day, and they were talking about they're gonna have a debate on segregation and so on. So there were 4 people in the panel. One was one former colleague to me. Next one was chief for something called Unutrig, and one was a policeman. And one was someone else, can't remember. So they all got a question, and the moderator asked them, when you were growing up, who was your role model? The first guy said someone, fritidsledare, somewhere. This guy, the second one said, I think my mom, dad. The third one, this policeman, he said I had a lot of role models. He said I came from a small town. The firefighters that lived there was my role model. The police was my role model. The nurses was my role model. The priest was my role model. So I thought, how is that possible? And I had so hard to find one. So, you know, he made an impact on me. I want to live in a world in a place, in that place that he's referring to. It sounded so good. And I think it's possible. So
you think it's possible?
I
Future
know it's
faith now.
That's the future faith.
So you start something and now you believe in yourself and believe in what you do, and then absolutely you have moving forward.
If you asked me 10 years ago, would I be able to sit here and talk about these things, I'll make you drunk and take your purse.
Okay.
No,
Wow.
I'm joking.
I'm so happy I didn't meet you 10 years ago.
No, I'm joking. No, I'm kidding. I would tell you you're stupid. What are you talking about? Yes.
Right. Well, now we're in the mood of having fun. We may as well continue to the next thing.
Yes.
And this is a tradition I have that I've asked every guest on my show to take out 3 questions from this bag.
Yes.
And it comes most of. Every question in here, they have the word most in it. And it,
What? Most?
The word most.
Okay.
And it can be a funny question, but it can also be a very serious one.
Yes.
So
Shoot.
depend on your luck today. Here you go. And then you just give it to me.
Shall I read it or shall I give it to
I
you?
give it to me. Secret question. Oh. What do you love the most? I'm so happy you have this question.
I have time to think. Now, what do I love the
Sure,
most?
like what time is it now?
You know what I love the most? I love the most is the people I met on the way now.
Okay.
That made me realize that life is beautiful and there's so much things that are beautiful.
Yeah.
That's what I love the most.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's really a beautiful answer.
Yes.
I would say so.
Thank you very much.
Very inspiring answer.
Thank you.
So, next one.
Oh, it's not enough.
No. Hey, it's not easy. Life may be beautiful, but not easy.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah,
I think you know that.
I know that. But for me, it's just getting easier, so.
Good. You have to have 3, so.
Okay, shoot.
Okay. We talk about this, but maybe you can have a new answer now, because this question is, who inspires you the most in your career?
Oh, one person or
Several. Now it's up to you.
It's those
Okay.
people along the way again.
I mean, you didn't have any role model before, but now,
Yeah.
now, is there any person that you think like?
To be honest with you, I'm selfish somehow, because I'm probably gonna meet more role models, and I'm gonna take the best of their quality and move on to meet even some newer guys. So, yeah, is that an answer or?
Yeah, but can you give me a name about who would you think, if you think about the person who inspiring you the most right now, in order to get you going on, you know, with your projects, or is it more like you find it inside you? It's more like, okay.
There's several people, you know.
Okay.
It would be shame just to mention one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But it's great to know that you have several people now.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
All right, last one.
Yes.
This should be easy with you answer. I hope so. What do you like the most? Ice cream or chocolate?
How do you know it's easy? What do you think I was gonna answer?
Oh yeah, maybe you're right. How do I know it's easy? Oops.
You expected
Maybe
to say
it's
chocolate.
easy for me to answer that.
I like ice cream more.
You like ice cream more? How about chocolate ice
Chocolate,
cream?
yeah. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. For me, it's really inspiring to listen to your story, and I must admit that growing up, I came to Denmark when I was 14 years old, and I also faced a lot of identity issues, you know, growing up in a new country, being young, and I have, even though, you know, my past is definitely cannot compare to yours, but I know that once you have found out that your past experiences becomes your strength, then you really have enormous power inside you that you'll be able to do great changes in this world. So thank you so much for coming here and share with me your story.
Thank you very much.
Really grateful.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, that's all from us today. Once again from Sweden, really inspiring journey that I'm taking right now. And I would like to thank you to the Social Capital Forum, House of Win-Win, Udvikling Nordøst, and special thanks to Bershon Culture and Media Vested and Chile Cinema, all the wonderful people and organizations who have made this trip possible for me to making this show. So, and of course there will also be a link about social coaching in Swedish, but you can also use Google Translate. And you can also sign up with your email or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and explore more about wonderful projects around the world, people who, making a great difference. So thanks for watching, see you soon, and remember to smile and shine. Bye!